Hey everybody, I wanted to just start this really quickly by saying how much I appreciate all the comments that I was getting from last Friday's video where I was talking about some of the confusion that has been springing up over this channel versus the other channel. I got a lot of people saying I should change the background, maybe do a drop cloth on the back or something like that. I had a lot of people suggesting I edit something in at the beginning to kind of explain that or do a little watermark and that kind of thing. Those are doable. My biggest concern with any kind of change like that for this channel is that the whole point of this channel was to be something that was just boom, really quick. I can just sit down and talk and just be a quick vlog kind of thing. Every minute that I spend on this channel is a minute I'm not spending on the other channel. And for the time being anyway, that's my bread and butter. So I've got to make it as simple as possible. And so what I'm thinking right now is, I'd done some videos in the past on my phone like this, and I was thinking maybe I could kind of just do that. Like that would be sort of the way I do these videos. So I think I'm going to try that for a while. I actually ordered a gimbal device. I think it's called the Smooth gimbal. Actually, there's a few different ones. There was the DJI Osmo and the Smooth and another one, the name's escaping me. Anyway, I was going through those. I wound up with the Smooth because it has like an extendable arm, so I can get a little bit more reach and have a little bit more flexibility that way. But it's like a stabilizing thing, so you won't get so much of this. But anyway, I think I'm going to try that from now on. And that way, the thumbnail that gets generated, see, that's another thing, is people were saying, why don't you do a different thumbnail? Well, that would require me spending 15-30 minutes creating a thumbnail for each video when for right now, I just need to be able to just put it out there. Maybe in the future, when there's more going on and with the other channel, more revenue, and I have a team and that kind of thing, then I'd be able to like farm that out to somebody else. But for right now, this is what I've got to do. But anyway, so let's try it this way. If you guys have any thoughts, please let me know. But I wanted to talk really quick about something I did this weekend. And it's something I haven't done in a long time. And I'm realizing that was really stupid that I haven't done it in so long, because it's a really important thing, and I wanted to kind of share it with you. So it's something that I do. I call it deep work. And what it is, basically, it's a very simple thing. I go to a restaurant. And this weekend I went to a little pizza place down the street, and I take a notebook with me and a pen, and I leave my computer at home. I bring my phone just to have it, but basically, I sit down for about an hour over a drink and over a slice of pizza, and I basically just try to think a year out. I try to think, where do I want this to be, my life, my business, my work, my everything a year from now. Like, where do I want to be a year from now? And then kind of work backwards from there on a plan for how to get there. And the more I was doing it, the more I was thinking about it afterwards. I was like, this is really important stuff. And the reason it's important is because we never, you get so caught up in the minutia of the tasks you have to do every single day. I think it's especially true if you're somebody that's kind of self-employed or an entrepreneur, sort of the situation I'm in. Because there's just so many things you have to crank out day after day after day that you're just always wrapped up in just getting that next task done. It's like driving down the road with your headlights on and only being able to see as far as your headlights go at night, obviously. Without some kind of map or without some kind of destination, you're just driving around aimlessly, and you could be going in the totally wrong direction. You have no idea. So it's really important every once in a while, and I'm going to try to do this monthly. I'm going to try to do this at the beginning of every month. It's just to sit down and be like, okay, where do I want to be going? What's my destination? And am I taking the right steps to get there? Because something that you start to figure out when you do this is you start to look at where you're spending your time, and you might realize, holy crap, I'm spending a lot of time on something that ultimately doesn't really matter. Like it might be something that's kind of a good thing to do here that might set up that or whatever, but ultimately the thing that you want to be doing a year from now and beyond, it's not really that important, and you're spending untold numbers of hours each week doing that, when actually you could be spending those hours doing something else that really does matter and might really get you closer to that thing that you want to be doing. And it also kind of helps just to clarify the the direction that you want to go in. There's a lot of soul searching, a little bit of therapy required, because you ultimately start to say, what is really important here? What is it that I really want to be doing? For example, I'm doing this YouTube channel. And I think this is especially true of what I'm doing because there's always next week's video that I'm working on. I get no rest. As soon as I get a video out, I'm working on the next one. There's no amount of, yes, that was a good play, that was a good show, all right, way to go. So, where do I want this channel to go from here? No, it's just, I've got a schedule, I've got to get this next video out, and especially now that I've got sponsors for most of my videos now. There's a monetary kind of contractual obligation on my part to get there. So so I'm just immediately going from one thing to the next, and you never stop and look at it and be like, where do I want this to be in a year, I mean, I often sit there and I think about where the channel will be subscriber-wise, revenue-wise, views-wise, but I don't stop and think about what do I want this channel to be, and I can share later on, kind of where I came to, where I want this channel, not this channel, but the other channel to go. I'll skip that for now, but for now I just want to kind of put that out there and see if it's something that you guys do, if it's something that you've done lately, if it's something that you've thought about. And if you haven't, I encourage you to do it. Whether you're in the situation that I'm in as an entrepreneurial type or self-employed, or if you're even working at a job, you can always kind of put a plan together for like, how do I get to where I want to be in this job or in this company? Maybe that company is not really where you want to be, and you want to think ahead to, maybe some other company or starting your own thing. Everybody's got their own flavor and you can do whatever you like, but ultimately it's just important to every once in a while step back and take a look at the big picture and make sure you're on the path that you want to be on. And it's very cleansing. It's a cleansing experience. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there. It's advice from Old Man Joe. Something to kind of get your life in a direction that makes you. Also, by the way, it also gives you a bit of a charge, because you feel very aimless when you're just kind of doing your thing and getting one task done after another. It feels really good to like look at the big picture and say, that's where I want to be, and this is how I get there. It gives you a clarity, and that can be exciting. Anyway, sharing that with you. I hope that was helpful. I hope that's something that you get some value out of, and I'd love to hear if it's something that you would do or already do. But I'll leave it with you for now. There you go. Hope you guys are having a good one. Later.